There are shocking new revelations in the Senate scandal. The RCMP investigation shows not only did the Conservative Party try to cover Mike Duffy's dubious expenses, but that more people in the Prime Minister's office knew about the $90,000 check that was eventually written to make the matter go away. Global National's Mike LeCouture is on the trail of this story. Mike?
Well, Robin, for months, the Conservative Party and the Prime Minister have tried to distance themselves from Senator Mike Duffy and his deal with Nigel Wright. But these court documents clearly show the RCMP believes at least 3 others in the Prime Minister's office knew about the backroom deal. They say everyone loves a parade, and the Stampede kickoff was likely the perfect distraction for the Prime Minister. Even though there's new evidence connecting his office to a criminal investigation, Stephen Harper wasn't talking today. Documents filed in court by the RCMP lay out their case against Senator Mike Duffy. Lead investigator Corporal Greg Horton says, quote, Duffy has demonstrated a pattern of filing fraudulent expense claims. He notes the Conservative Party was ready to pay for Duffy's expenses from a special fund when the amount was believed to be about $30,000. When it was discovered to be triple that, the party backed off, and Harper's Chief of Staff, Nigel Wright, decided to pay it himself.
Those were his decisions. They were not communicated to me or to members of my office.
But members of his office did know. Wright's lawyers told Mounties 3 people in the Prime Minister's office and 1 senator were told about the Duffy deal. They include Harper's former legal advisor, Benjamin Perrin, PMO Director of Issues Management, Chris Woodcock, Wright's executive assistant, and Senator Irving Gerstein.
This Prime Minister has completely lost any credibility with the Canadian people because of his mishandling of the scandal.
Now, the Conservatives defend Harper, saying he was not consulted about the deal.
Investigation is ongoing. What will come out of that will come out of that. But clearly, the Prime Minister has been unequivocal that, of course, he was not aware of any arrangement between Mr. Wright and Mr. Duffy.
The RCMP claims the deal helped to soften the Senate committee report on Duffy's expenses. Previous drafts were more critical of Duffy, but thanks to the Conservative majority on that committee led by Senator David Tkachuk, the final report was essentially whitewashed.
We know that investigation into the potential fraud was whitewashed, so people were involved, and so this is about the credibility of the Prime Minister, but it's also the credibility of the Conservative members in the Senate.
The RCMP investigation started in March, long before anyone heard about the deal with Wright. Investigators believe there's enough evidence to charge Duffy, as does this former Mountie.
I think it clearly spells out a pattern of activity that really supports a breach of trust charge.
Now, we did reach out to Senator Duffy and Nigel Wright today, but only Wright offered a statement saying he's cooperating with the investigation. Robin?
Mike, any word of an investigation into Senator Pamela Wallins' expenses?
Well, not at this point. Deloitte is still in the process of a forensic audit of her travel expenses. That is expected to be completed by the end of July. But an investigation could be opened depending on the results of that audit. Robin?
Mike LeCouture in Ottawa. Thanks, Mike.